we're simulating what works in the human brain. That's what it's referring to, the deep learning. And that all of a good chunk of mankind's knowledge is dumped into these things, into a blender, and just let the neural network do what it decides to do, and then it pops stuff out. And all the in between of trying to kind of get it to do the right thing is what's very complicated and what they're paying people insane amounts of money to try to do. And but if you build these systems up, it starts to do really well with language, and that was cool. But then the whole image thing of being able to go into Midjourney and type, this image, and it comes out with something good. And I've done the math on both. All right, how does this predictive large language model? But I was really interested. How does a computer understand a photo?
Right.
It really comes down to, well, pictures are a large graph of colors, each having its own value. And the simplest term is to say that if, let's say, you've got a picture of like a phone like this on the desk, the value from the desk to the phone changes dramatically. And then from here, and it can start to do the math. Well, that must be an edge.
Gotcha.
And then it graphs it on a slope of sorts and can kind of start to understand shapes by the changes of the color between each pixel, and then starts creating edges, and then starts registering, well, what are the edges of an elephant? What are the edges of a cat? And there's supervised learning where you tell it, this is what it is, and I need you to decide whether it is or not, or then just unsupervised where it looks for its own patterns. And that's what they've done with images, is made it train on finding these edges. And what it'll do is it will decrease the context and the amount of pixels in the image, and then try to rebuild it itself. And so when you're watching like a Midjourney image show up, when it's rendering, it's kind of fuzzy, and then eventually your image appears. It's because it's been made to deconstruct and reconstruct photos billions of times at this point. And it's just taking all this edge pattern data, all this color pattern data, taking the text it knows that you've said, and then applying all that math into a single spot. And to generate a single image in AI is the amount of energy it takes to charge your phone.
Really?
It's a lot of energy. So funny enough, Silicon Valley, which is way into whole like save the world, save the planet, is using more electricity than it ever has for us to generate cute pictures of cats.
Sure.
What would arguably be the least productive thing for mankind. Like, you could charge your phone on the energy of a single AI generated image. That's how much power they're having to pump into
because they want to
these
prove
systems. No, that's just literally how much it costs. You're having to fire off a deep neural network and electricity to run all this at super lightning speed. There's just so much electricity.
I'm just saying they might be going against their principles of save the planet and all these things because of that race to, well, we want to be the first to demonstrate.
Well, the argument is AI gets smart enough, it'll fix the all the environmental issues. That's why we need to race towards this. This is our solution.
So if, just to kind of play some of this back, if I had a picture of a book, Charlotte's Web, it's smart enough in a way to measure and understand, oh, that's a C and that's an H and A R, like in the title, and it can kind of then, even from a still photo, it can capture the title of the book.
That's how fast it's gone. 6 months ago, AI wasn't good at text. You go into Bing Image Creator and you say, make me a sign that says our town, and gentlemen on a podcast with our town in the background. I guarantee you right now we can render it